Alright, what's up everybody joining in tonight? We're getting ready to start the stream. First off, I'd like to shout out to CryptoBlast. Got this awesome sweatshirt from them tonight, rocking it already. CryptoBlast energy drink. They're also an NFT project. More and more information. Just look right below there to the links, as well as all the links below in the description. So you guys can find all that in the links in the description. Energy drinks, one of my favorite things in the world. It's just sitting right up there. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead get on to TCG. I've already had it on turned on for us tonight. I don't really have an aim tonight for what I'm gonna do. Might catch some sprites. Might go build a house. We'll see what I'm in the mood for once I get in there. Hope everyone's having a good night, good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining. Oh, somebody. Hello, my lands 3D. He spawned on top of me as well. It's a fun night in the TCG world. Ooh. And they've disappeared. Always. Let's go to our usual. It's my favorite car. You can't tell me otherwise. It's my favorite car in TCG. I mean, take a look at the TCG logo up front. Here. Tell me that's sweet. My internet is cooperating today, so we are not lagging. So this, look at the rim. There's a TCG logo in the middle of the rim there. Talk about details, right? Alright, let's go. I don't know where we're going, but we're going. I am driving on the Australian side of the road right now. I know. Wrong side of the road in America. And 90% of the other countries. Alright, just so you guys are aware, if you see my desktop for real quick, that's because I'm trying to get to my other screens, my chats, and all of the above. Apologize in advance for that. Alright. And we're back. Uh-oh. Might be stuck. Oh, I see a sprite spawning back there behind me. Quick. Alright. When in doubt, get out. Push your car out. Oh no, it's stuck. It's stuck. like we are going to be running over there, which is fine. I noticed that there isn't a stamina bar, but it's pretty much a thing. Because if you hit sprint and you notice the first sprint was really, 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 really long, and then the second sprints just get shorter until that sprint bar reloads itself. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I just missed him. He just walked away. Key here is patience when it comes to catching sprites. You could, like everyone else, just aimlessly throw them, or you just wait for them to stop real quick and just aim and throw. In my opinion, it's best to wait, be patient, aim and throw, because, I mean, I don't know about the metrics right now. We obviously have unlimited rings in our inventory, or 10,000, I mean not 10,000, 1,000 of each color. But in the future, I can imagine that kind of similar to Pokeballs in Pokemon, you don't want to waste them. So I think it's best to start practicing now while you can, because it would help greatly in the future when you actually have to play a little more conservatively. I also noticed that they spawn behind you quite a bit, so if you see me panning the camera to the back like this a lot, it's because I'm just trying to make sure I watch my backside too. They don't always spawn in front of you, or maybe it's because I'm traveling too fast and I don't catch it, but they do tend to spawn behind quite a bit. And since the camera view is only about a 180 or something in front, I can only see so much at a time. I believe where we just spawned here is the east region. We're over here by all this GG Tour stuff. Just gonna roam around for a little bit here, maybe catch some sprites somewhere. They could really do away with some of these rocks on this terrain. Really annoying to drive through, especially since you can't drive through most of it. I mean, it's cool to have terrain, of course. All these rocks, just a little bit excessive on the rocks. Can't get through them. You get your car stuck in them. Hoping they adjust some of the terrain features a little bit more on that aspect, that a lot of it hinders it. I mean, it's great improvement from the couple of versions beforehand when little tiny trees and brushes would completely stop your vehicle. But these rocks are still invincible, or at least not drivable. Yeah, I don't have my brother with me tonight. He's got his family and kids, so normally he or I would drive around together and co-op, watch each other's back, so we cover a full 360. Because they do spawn behind us quite a bit. Oh boy. Also a lot easier to just drive on the road as well too. Especially with all these rocks. So, I mean, we did it the other night in my last video, I believe, in the last 4-hour stream. He jumped in at about the 3-hour-ish mark. If you guys watched that, then you could see exactly how we ran our little co-op, so to speak. Oh, keep your hands on the steering wheel. The co-op works quite well, and it's fair because of how many we could catch. That we could just split, you take one, I take one, you take one, I take one, so it's quite fair. And we covered quite a bit of ground. you know, when you're kind of by yourself, kind of like the other streamers, they tend to fly around on the dragon a lot and use the radar a lot. But obviously, I can tell that, you know, not everyone's gonna have a flying dragon. Um, in our Telegram group, we have over 100 some odd, don't quote me on this, but maybe around 180 in our Dragons Rider group, meaning that they have at least a bare minimum of 8 TCG dragons to make the flying dragon, meaning that the majority of the players here, oh, it's floating, are probably going to be, must be glitching, probably going to be driving. Like David, the CEO, says, he's not going to expect anybody to walk. So the driving, the vehicles are going to be affordable. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. He saw me. He might be glitching out a little bit, but I can still get him. Just got to be a little more patient here and figure out where he stops again. But the cars are going to be affordable. And so every time I get that. So I'm going to be driving around a little bit just to simulate what it'd be like if you were to be driving around rather than being in the one flying around, because I'm fairly confident the majority of the people that are going to be in TCG are not going to have that flying dragon. So we're going to drive around, see what the general public will be using, which is going to be a vehicle. Vehicle and roads. Wow, he's really floating now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come back this way. Oh, he saw me. He's dipping. Oh, he's running. Yeah, they run when they see you. It's a little glitching right now, so um, obviously that's fun because they're just floating. However, that just makes it that much more hard to try and get him. Got him. Nice. Alright. I don't know if you guys saw, but I saw one way over there. I'm gonna put him right between my ears there. See, there's, you just gotta watch out for it. Right between my ears, right there. There's another one way out there. Your eyes will adjust, and you will see it eventually, like I do. Especially when you're a sprite hunter. You'll get used to it. See it all. Alright, got another one right here. Follow him from afar so he doesn't see me and doesn't run away. Wait for him to stop. Throw. And boom, capture. One and done. One and done. Be efficient. Oh, look at that. Another one. Put him in between my ears. There's the other one. Grab my car so I don't have to spawn it again. Oh, please don't be glitching. Glitching ones, the hardest to capture, honestly. Whoa, whose dragon is that? Whoa. Okay, that... Who is... Coin Gems Dow. Hello, I guess he'll be on the ride with me. Love our little co-ops. Also, if you hit T, it's also the chat. He said hey, I said hi. Close enough. Let's see what he's up for. Sprite hunting. So that's 3 now in a little span of time. Saw your stream, so I figured I'd find you. Ah! He found me because of my stream. That is awesome. He found me because I was streaming. So I guess we'll go roam around and catch some sprites together. 3 on, so let's see. I'll watch him catch the next one. He's watching my stream, so he can hear me. So I'll let him catch the next one. I always love the view of watching another person like chase around and catch the sprites. It's really cool. Okay. Yeah. Apologize for the driving. I just learned something real cool the other day. Is this SUV actually has 4 doors, and so you can actually have 3 other passengers with this. So if anybody else wants to hop on, I've got the SUV on tonight, so we can roll TCG together. Yes! Apologize. I know for a fact that YouTube has quite a stream delay, so if I say something and then it takes you a little bit to respond and then a little bit for you to see that again, it's because YouTube has at least like I swear, a 30 to 40-second buffer for their live streams for some odd reason, so might not see and respond to your message or chats right away. I always have to apologize for that. Oh, maybe I am not the best driver. Oh, I know for a fact I'm not the best driver. We're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, there it is. I see a spawn. I saw a flash. You saw it? You saw it? I'm liking the cars now. I love the cars now. You see the flash? Point Gem, this one's all yours, man. I missed it. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Go get him. Yeah. Oh, he's glitching. He's a glitching one. Oh, he's a glitching one. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Let's watch him. This is my favorite part. You know, I grew up in that part of my generation where I had an older brother, and what I did all the time was watch others play games. So, nice. Nice. Good catch. Good catch. I watch my brother play games a lot, so I can understand that culture where we like to watch other people play games. That was a huge thing for a real long time. I'm sure it's still a real big thing where people still do this, where they watch live streams of other people playing games. Kind of like how some of you guys may or may not be watching my live stream of this right now. This might be a little bit more different since the product that you're watching is not an actual game. Our CEO, David Evans, talked about this on a podcast just the other day. TCG World is a metaverse. It is not a game, like you may think. It's not like Grand Theft Auto with fake money, fake cars, fake achievements. The metaverse is different. The metaverse is a virtual reality. So take the real world and put it into virtual land. So that's where everything comes from, is that all these objectives and achievements that you get. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he's stuck in the ground. Oh boy, this one's in the ground. You go get him. I'm gonna lose my train of thought. TCG World is a metaverse. It's a virtual reality. It's not a game. People are gonna bring their lives, their businesses, their jobs into. Oh my god! It took off. I hate this little blue guy. He's always so quick, and he takes off. Getting this third-person view of it right now. Nice, you got him. Fantastic. The honk still doesn't work yet. I'm a little sad. wants me to come pick him up or what? Oh, he's getting his own car. Ooh, that's a... I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that car. Wait, let me get in. Oh, that's sick. I haven't seen this car, so I think this might be better for my stream, sitting as a passenger, because then my entire stream won't hear all of the car sounds. Hold up. So, yeah, in the future, this is gonna be where hopefully everybody gets to wake up, log in, go to work, go to the grocery store, go shopping, um, you know, develop their own careers in the metaverse. It's open to possibilities, endless, limited, unlimited possibilities. Uh, he hopped out. See it? Oh, good eye. I was totally trying to just rant off about the world and did not watch it, but there it is. Oh, he's walking. Oh, I missed. That one was not a one and done. I bring shame upon my family. Let us come on. Stop. Stop moving. The tall grass. This guy really sinks into the tall grass a lot, so I just need him to stop moving real quick. Oh, he saw me and he's running. Oh, jeez. My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh, jeez. He's running again? Come on, I'm not even getting that close. There we go. I only chased him for like a mile. Alright. Sorry, my fingers are hitting all the wrong keys right now. If you see me glitching around a little bit. Still trying to get used to it. Oh no. Yeah, so he says I disappeared on his screen, and it's something I'm fairly certain they're working on. Currently, at the most that I've ever seen is maybe 8 or 9 people in a server, but hopefully soon enough, especially right now with how the servers are, it's a little bit difficult to play co-op next to somebody. So he's having troubles seeing me, which happens a lot when it comes to me and my brother playing together. Um, oh, he spawned a new car over here. Yeah, it's the SUV. Oh wait, that was my SUV. So, sorry about caps. The shift key to sprint. I always hit the caps instead. That's all me. Alright, I am gonna get in the passenger seat. It's still a little bit laggy when it comes to playing with others. As you can tell, we constantly are, hey, you disappeared, or hey, you're over here versus over there. But this isn't like a regular online game or anything. Because each some each one of these chunks load out individually, because like this is all ran on blockchain because of NFTs and cryptocurrency and all that good stuff. So it's not like a normal game where they just have a map loaded the way it is, and then you guys just are running around, like in Grand Theft Auto. Even Grand Theft Auto itself, per server, I think the most is about 20 or 25 players on the map, and it doesn't overcrowd the map, but the problem is that it's the server not being able to handle it all. So, um, right now, TCG's server says about 4,000 per server. Like I said, I haven't seen anything more than 8 or 9 people. Oh boy, I hope we're not stuck. I was having this issue with my brother the other day where he'd be driving. Are you driving, Coin Gems? Because if you're driving, I'm not moving on my screen. Look, you can see my tail sticking out from underneath the car. Look at that. You can see the drilled drilled rotors on the car. Oh, yep. Wait. Yep. He disappeared. I might have lost him. Hands down, I definitely lost him. Alright. Well, it was fun playing with you. I will have to find you another day. Housed Engager. Let's try that car that he had earlier. This looks cool. Looks real cool. Look at it. Tight little compact two-door coupe. The green rims, red rotors, and red brake pads, I mean, drilled. If you think the game's quiet, it's because I turned my master volume down because it was way too loud. Oh, I got lucky. Oh, I got lucky. Hey, let's check out my inventory real quick. I haven't had a lot of time to get on here to catch a lot of sprites. I've got a few. Just gonna evolve some of these just to narrow down the collection a little bit here. Yeah, I've heard of people in chat getting hundreds and hundreds of them. I haven't even gotten my first level 3 one yet, so I've gotten evolved to level 2, but not level 3. So we'll see if I can get to level 3 tonight. I also just finished downloading one of my favorite games of all time. I can comfortably say that's one of my favorite games of all time, called Journey. It's one of those older release games, but I didn't discover until recently, a few years back, and you'll just have to find out why. If I end up streaming it tonight, I will end this stream and stream my game separately, but it's a great game. It's so relaxing to play, and if you were watching it, I can honestly say it'll be relaxing for you to watch as well. So, join in on that if we get to that point tonight. Not sure how long I plan on streaming tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't make any, I don't script out any of these things. Oh, geez, it's right there. I didn't even, when did it, ah! Okay, if I hop, oh, it's in the ground. Oh, it's in the ground. Oh, it's definitely in the ground now. Oh boy. Should I even bother getting out? Oh, you can see him kind of glitching out over there. He's kind of in the road. Kind of coming up from the road. Just stop. Just stop. Yes! Ha. Hey, even when it glitches out, you can still get him. Just gotta be patient. Yeah, none of this stuff is scripted, guys. I don't script things. I don't read things off of a script or a PowerPoint or, you know, WordPad or anything. This is all just made up as I go. So obviously, there are things that I probably should double check before I say, but who cares? I'm not Wikipedia. You can do your research for yourself if you're questioning things, wondering about things. Um, if you're part of TCG World community already, always ask on Telegram if you're unsure about something. If you're not a part of it, links in the description below for the TCG Telegram invite. Oh, I must have hit a rock. Oh, yes! Always land right side up. Always fun. These open lands like this are the easiest to find sprites, just so you can, because you can spot them from so far away. This terrain used to not be drivable because these cacti and low bushes were completely invincible, and now they're not anymore. Thank the devs. They listen. They listen, and then they change things. I'm not sure what kind of voice I have in TCG World. I'm just a supporter. I'm not, any kind of partner. I'm not an officer or even a mod or an admin person. But they listen to me. They listen. Somehow there are ears all around and they always hear me. Okay, normally I find a ton in this area. Maybe it's just me tonight. I'll go this way now. There are eyes and ears everywhere, including your phone. If you have a smartphone, it's most definitely listening to you. Don't tell me that it doesn't. Tell me, just try it. Try it sometimes. Just randomly say something like energy drinks, and then open up some of your Twitter. Heck, even your email has ads in it these days. Open it up, and all of a sudden you just get these ads for energy drinks. Granted, I mean, I follow a ton of them, so maybe it's random, but you don't see them until you mention it. Even it's random things like all of a sudden I'll say crockpot. And it's not something I have saved. I'm definitely not following crockpot or KitchenAid companies or anything, but it'll pop up in the most random places as an ad, and you just think to yourself, who is actually listening? Where are they listening from? A lot of us might have Echo Dots at home now. That thing for sure is listening to you. If you don't want the ads or the companies or whoever's listening to listen to you, you just go back to the Amish days and just get rid of all technology, because these days anything that has a microphone can probably hear you, whether you turn it off or not. Wonder if my brother's coming on tonight. Hasn't said anything. Yeah. The interesting aspect of this that I want to mention is I wonder where and how the battling mechanics of this is going to come into play. Because here you've got them running away. Okay, it just runs away from you, and that makes it difficult to catch already. Does it not run away from you if you, per se, battle it? Weaken it, make it easier to catch? I'm not sure, because so far all we got is just walking around chasing it, and then throwing the rings at it. So it's gonna be real cool to see where the battle mechanics come into play, how we evolve it, battle it, kind of like Pokemon, where you gotta leave 1 HP, otherwise it faints and then it's over. Also, the reason why I paused right here is I just want you to look 1 second, just look down. Not I'm not gonna look down because it changes the camera angle view, but look down at the road. Look at the graphics of the road. Look at the detail. You can see the texture of the roads, and it it gets me every time. This is definitely a new feature in this latest update version of TCG, because I don't remember staring at the roads like this last time I was in TCG. So this latest version, which is 3.4.8, if that's not the version you have, you might not be able to get in. But the roads get me because they're so cool. The texture, they're adding texture to the roads. I don't know. To me, it's just that little bit of detail. You know, when you play games like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto, it's the details that get you. You know, it tells you that the developers and the people making it, oops, are paying attention to the little things. The little things matter to them. It's not just the big picture. It's also the little details that come with it. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. He's kind of floating again. Okay. Oh boy. Jeez. He's like levitating. Oh. There's a birdman in the background by the on the road too, if you can see that. Oh, he walked away just in time, didn't he? This is. Oh no, oh no. This blue guy. Oh, it's the minute he sees you, he just dips. It's the fastest little thing. Oh, he's glitched out right there. Maybe we can get him. Nope. He is gone. Oh. But thankfully he ran himself back to the ground. Please stop moving. Please stop moving. No, please don't go back up in the sky. Yeah, I can't aim this very well unless they're stopping. Think he stopped? Nope, he did not stop. There we go, we got him. Now we'll go get that birdman down there. I'll just run. In Decentraland, you can mint names as NFTs. Ooh. Well, we all have our own unique usernames right now that we kind of chose. Oh, did he just disappear? I'm not quite sure how names work. I myself am fairly new to the NFT space. Whoa, jeez, he's glitched. Whoa, boy. Another floating one. But, I mean, anything can be an NFT, right? So, I can't imagine not being able to mint your own name if that's unique and you want to keep it to just yourself. Boom. I don't know where my car is. Oh, there's somebody's dragon again. Somebody's looking for me. Yeah. It's easy to find people in this. If you look in the upper right hand corner, I don't know if it's big enough for you to see, but we have our coordinates as we're moving. Up there right now I'm at X 2061 and Y is negative 2609. So that's you constantly kind of know where you are on the map, or at least you're supposed to. Oh boy, he's back. Coin gems. He found me again after losing me. It's not that hard. Especially, I mean, you can turn that little thing off, but get in the passenger seat real quick. Alright, you're gonna see my desktop real quick while I go readjust some things over here. Alright. Cool beans. You know, the craziest thing is my internet, because of my provider, is not that fast right now. However, I am not only playing TCG at the same time, I'm also downloading Call of Duty Warzone in the background, which, if you know anything about Call of Duty Warzone, that is a massive file. It's annoying, but I'll let that download in the background. And it's not causing me any lag tonight, which is great. I normally struggle with lag a little bit with alpha depending on what they're doing, but so far tonight, not bad at all. No real glitch or lag. The whole sprites floating around thing, it's because of the old terrain they had was a little bit too much. They had too many hills and dips and um, mountains and whatnot, so they were struggling a little bit to. Oh, we found one. Because they readjusted that, some of the sprites are running on the old terrain, but we see the new terrain and we are walking on the new terrain. Meanwhile, the sprites are still sometimes running off of the old terrain. I don't know where he's going. Did he get it? Is this thing a... Oh, it disappeared. It's a little lagging on my thing. Oh, he's got the monster truck out. Let's see if that'll do better in this rocky terrain. Oop, there's one. Straight up ahead. Where's he going? Where's he going? It's to the left. To the left, to the left. I know there's YouTube lag. By the time he hears this, it might... Oh, wait. Where is it? Where'd it go? It's over this way. Oh, I don't see it anymore. So yeah, this is what it's gonna look like. Like he turned on the brights. um, when you play with other people. So, like example, um, me and my brother, we live in the U.S. and we are a few states away from each other, but we can play or participate in events in TCG together. The point of a metaverse, virtual reality, is its accessibility. It allows people to whoa, whoa, whoa. It allows people to be able to do things together even though they're not right next to each other. If you remember way back in the days, I know I might not look that old, but I'm telling you, I'm actually that old. Um, Back in the days when we had Nintendo, if you guys remember 007 GoldenEye when we could play, or Mario Kart when you can play with other people, you had to sit right next to each other because the controllers plugged into one machine, you played one game, and in order to play together, you have to be together. The only friends you ever made back then were the kids in your neighborhood, the kids you went to school with, or family, friends of family, and people and friends that your family knew, that your parents introduced you to, right? And then we started into the internet. We started getting into the internet. Um, it originally wasn't made for that. The internet was a search web, right? And it developed into social things. Facebook back in 2004. Not Facebook, MySpace. My bad. I'm so sorry, Tom. We all missed you, Tom. Tom from MySpace. He started a good thing for us. He started MySpace, where everyone was able to customize their own thing, their own page. You added music to it, you customized it, made it colorful, you added your photos to it. You could interact to it. You can add comments on people's walls and posts and things and whatnots, and that is what we call Web 2, right? Web 2 is the social, interactable web that we know now. Web 1 was the internet. Web 1 was just the straight up the internet, connect to satellite data. We still use the internet. We still use Web 1 now. That's that's just the basic display read only um, internet web that we use still that we are not too familiar with. Um, Web 2 was again the ones that you can interact with, play. That's Web 2. And you're more familiar with it because this is what we use on a regular basis now without even knowing so. Um, you go on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. That's actually all Web 2 because it's something that you interact with. Now the metaverse is Web 3. In a video game, let's just use for example again Grand Theft Auto. The in-game purchases that you make in there don't translate to anything in real life. You buy a vehicle hypothetically in the video game, which is Web 2, right? You don't actually get to keep that vehicle. You don't have a vehicle. Oh, look, he's standing. Oh, yeah. Go on, Gems. You want to take a look at yourself on this? You're kind of funky. That's an interesting way of driving. um, in Web 2, which is what we're on currently, right? When you buy a vehicle in game, you don't get to keep it. You only have it in game. What Web3, NFTs, the metaverse, cryptocurrency is doing is translating all that into one reality. For example, Lamborghini, I believe, what it was, or Ferrari, one of the big supercar names, right? They sold an NFT for $2 million. Don't quote me on these numbers. Again, like I said, I'm just pulling stuff out of poor memory. But they sold an NFT for $2 million, and people are thinking to themselves, wow, you bought a picture of a car for $2 million. You can't do anything with it. Wrong. One, in the future, depending on which metaverse takes over, whatnots, that NFT could be brought into the metaverse for them. You've seen the inventory. I can't pull it up because I'm in the car. But you've seen the inventory. There's supercars in there. There's regular cars in there. Imagine there is a difference between those cars. If you've watched me on the racetrack, it's fast or slow, depending on the level of car you take out to that track. If you bring a supercar in there, it's going to be super fast. But the other thing that person that owned that NFT from Lamborghini has is Lamborghini sent them a physical car in real life. It wasn't. The the media blows it up and like, oh, the sprite finder just doesn't really work sometimes still. The media blows it up, goes, oh, somebody just paid $2 million for a picture of of a supercar. No, they actually what they bought was a car with a contract. Essentially, they bought it using blockchain. They bought it with cryptocurrency on a blockchain to prove ownership of the car that they have. What does that link to? It links to that physical car that they sent them with the VIN number, with that NFT. So in the future, what you would get is an NFT is kind of like, so to speak, a receipt of a purchase. Let's just say you buy a house. The house comes with an ID number, and it gives you a physical location of a house. That's how NFTs are evolving. They use it for purchasing, keeping track of things, and because it's a peer-to-peer network, it's safe as well still. It takes a lot to hack. Um, a lot of these people who are losing money in this space are losing it in other ways. They're not getting hacked, so to speak. You they use that term incorrectly. Um, they are getting scammed and losing their money. They're not getting hacked and losing their money. So here's the hypothetical situation. You are on the internet and somebody says, "Hey, we've got free mints going on right now, minting NFTs," and you're like, "Ooh, free minting NFTs. That sounds like a great idea." So what you do is you click onto this website, and this website says connect your wallet. Your wallet is like where everything sits. Your wallet's where your cryptocurrency sits. Your wallet is where your NFTs sit. If you don't have a ledger, I think you should get one. It's a hardware. Got one right here. It's a ledger. Not advertising for them, but it's one of the trustable sources, right? One of the trusted ones. Get a ledger, you put it in there. It's a lot more safe than keeping it in a live hot wallet, they call it. This is a cold wallet, so to speak. So you connect to this website, right, that says, hey, there's free mints. And the thing that it does in that website, when you connect your wallet to one that you don't trust or don't know about, is that it asks you for permissions to access your wallet. Now, if this is coming from a source that you don't know about and you don't trust, and and if you don't sit there and read through all like 5 million thousand words in that permissions that you accept, it might say in there, hey, you give all access to your wallet to this website that you just connected to. That's something you have to watch out for, especially when it's sites from communities that you aren't familiar with, don't trust, don't know anything about. You don't connect your wallet to it. You don't give out your seed phrase because you don't know them. And the permissions that you give them sometimes gives them full control over your wallet, meaning they can take every single little thing that you have in there between your NFTs and your cryptos. They'll take it all. Now, for for other people who might not be familiar with crypto, I like to tell people it's kind of like a bank safe, right? Your bank is safe. The safe at the bank is safe. You know, it takes a lot to hack into it. Like, yeah, sure, robbers can go into a bank safe, rob it, but the security and the all the thick metal and security processes that go through that, it's difficult. When was the last time you heard a bank safe getting robbed? Doesn't really happen because it's really, really difficult with all this armed security and doors that they have to get through. It's really difficult. So, how I like to explain it is your money is in the safe, right? But who has access to that safe? You do. You do, and whoever you give permission to. Because if I don't know how this real works because I don't have one in real life, but let's just say that you have a key, you have access to a safe because you have an account. You once you get in there, the bank gives you you have a little key to get to your box in that safe, right? So what happens with crypto? You don't get hacked that often, but what you accidentally do when you connect to bad websites or trust bad people is you connect and you give them permissions. What does that mean? That means you gave somebody access to your bank account that and you handed them the key that they need to get into your safe. And you gave them permission. When you hit click accept. When you connect your wallet and accept all permissions into that wallet, that's what happens. You hand them the key to get into your safe, and you also told the bank, yeah, sure, I trust this person. He can go in my safe anytime. So then the next day you go to the bank and you notice that there's nothing left in your bank account. Well, what do you expect? You gave somebody that you don't really know very well the key to your safe. Don't connect. If you don't connect your wallet to bad projects, bad websites, bad people, you're not going to lose your money in this space. A lot of people are afraid in this crypto space to lose their money. But it's just like a bank. You trust your family member, right? No, don't trust family. You might be able to trust possibly one other person or a couple, depending on your life situation. I don't know, but the only person you should really trust with the key to your to your bank account, aka the seed phrase to your wallet, is yourself. If you don't trust yourself, that's a whole nother story. You should also find a way to store it safely as well, just in case something happens to you. Someone else might still at least be able to access it, or tell maybe one other person who might not try to murder you over it, right? But that's my best analogy for it. That's how this space is, and a lot of people are afraid of that. But it's very similar to having a bank account. You know, don't give someone else the key for it. Don't give anyone else permission for it, and you should be fairly safe. So a lot of people might be a little afraid to make large purchases, put their money into things that they don't know. This Nitro Pepsi makes the weirdest noise when you open it. Roy, if you're still on, it is the Sprite hunt is going well tonight. I'm mostly roaming around. I don't really have an aim tonight. I think I went off on a complete tangent. I went off on a complete tangent on the metaverse and, of course, crypto space and whatnot. While coin gems here is just driving me around. I mean, this is hopefully what the future will be, where you can just hop on and play with other people. And I know I used the word play, but like I said, and I was just saying earlier how it's not about playing. This isn't a game, so it's not playing, but it feels like a game in a sense. And so I keep using the word playing, but I mean, I guess the better way to put it is in the future I get to live with other people and hang out with other people. Yeah, that little bulb is still invincible. Some of the trees. No, it's the low bulbs, those big bulbs. Um, you get to hang out with people. Get to make friends around the world, and you get to make friends around the world. Kind of like how online gaming brought people around the world together as well. A lot of heartwarming stories on that if you look in the right places. A lot of negative things as well. Of course, the whole someone gets pissed off and goes finds you and beats you up or something, but we live in a world there's a balance of both. Oh, wrong button. We live in a world where there's a good balance of both. So, the news and media seems to like to yeah, rocks do just they take a little bit to load right now cuz this whole thing's all in individual chunks. Um, the news and media likes to highlight the negative stuff because it tends to attract more attention from people. In my opinion, like a lot of people do now, just turn it off. Turn off the news. Turn off. Don't look in social media. Don't pay too much attention to it unless it's like someone right down the street from you just got murdered. Then maybe you should care a little bit, but I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your life. Whoa, that was my bad. Hmm. I hope you guys can't hear me breathing on this. If you can hear me breathing, please let me know in chat. I'm gonna work on that. This whole mic setup, I didn't usually have an issue with it, but I swear I heard myself breathing on a couple of my other live streams and it really pissed me off. So if you can hear me breathing, let me know. And I will try to adjust it. This headset's a little bit big on me, so it kind of slides up, and so it's pointing more towards my ears than my mouth. They do have in-game mic open. Um, I like to change it to the push to talk. Here's the new list of controls. Just a few additions to it, and I haven't really tried a lot of these. The only one I really tried and wished that it worked was the horn. Be really cool if you can just honk at somebody, you know? Some exhales. I'll exhale to the side, side exhausted. Alright, coin gems. It was fun. I went on my rant, and now I think I'm gonna head off on my own here and see if I can find a couple more sprites. Possibly go find one of my plots. I've got, so for me, I joined TCG early on this year, which is early 2022. Ooh, look, there's a sprite up ahead. I came on during gold plot pre-sales. So I've got a handful of gold plots, and the rest of my plots, however, are silver. I thought I had enough plots when I first bought gold plots, right? Whoa, he's in the he's in the ground again. And but TCG doesn't release everything at once. The map updated, and then I realized I need more plots. And so that's why, because gold plot pre-sales were done at the time, I decided to get some. This is my favorite car. Right here, the Bel Air Moonbeam, favorite car. You know what they did though? They ruined it. They ruined it by making it sound absolutely horrendous. But just ignore the sounds and listen to the sound of my voice. Oh, it sounds terrible. That's not what this Lamborghini Huracan sounds like at all. Listen to the voice of the sound of my voice instead. I joined in early, so I've got a mixture of fairly decent gold and silvers. I wish I did have some of the larger plots after seeing the size of these, but I will show you what a build looks like on a silver plot and on a gold plot. The gold plot I might not build on. I've tried, and my god, even the gold plot is big for me, and so it's real difficult for me to. The video that I posted on YouTube about the tour of that house took me over 45 minutes to build all in all. One, I didn't know where I was going with it, and two, I mean, it's alpha. The controls are a little bit janky, I think is the best way to put it. And so it was real difficult to get the right pieces in the right place. I really wanted to add a second floor, but I could not, for the life of me, get the stairs to work out. I've sent the mod team a suggestion, told them, like, hey, this sucks right now, trying to put stairs in. So hopefully they'll take a look at it, and when they find time, they'll hopefully adjust it a little bit. But we'll see once I get to building. Let's find one of my closest plots that I can drive to. Oh, jeez. Oof. Okay, so, oh boy. I've got two in this direction. I think both of those are silvers though, so that's a silver, that's a silver. that over there's gold. I'd have to cross the city, but let's go to the. Let's head to the first silver. Let's see. Left turn, right turn. Ah, I'm just gonna drive. I'm gonna show you what it's like to just drive, right? Like I said, I'm gonna try not to use my dragon this time around because, again, majority of us are not gonna have the luxury to fly around. So let's see how long it takes me to navigate myself over to that. We're gonna ignore Sprites for now. I know it's gonna suck. Oh boy. With my driving skills, this might be like a 20-minute drive, but or more. Let's see how long it'll take me just to navigate myself over to my plot. If this doesn't motivate you to maybe collect 8 dragon afterys if you can afford it, I don't know what will. I'm bouncing right now. This is awesome. It's making driving a whole lot easier, especially if you just bounce over terrain. Oh no, these rocks. Yeah, this, if you don't already have 8, this will hopefully motivate you to pick up that extra shift or pick up a second, third job or something. Hopefully it will, because it'll show you just a little bit how much more miserable it is to drive rather than fly. Yeah, I know. The majority of the public that's gonna be... Ooh, there's a bridge. Oh, there's a bump. What a view. The majority of the public that are coming in once it fully launches might not... Jeez. Might not actually be able to get all the dragons that they need to make a flying dragon. Why? Because all the smart holders at that point should be holding on to your drag. Oh man, that was my bad. I completely went over it. It ain't too bad. Ain't too bad of a drive. Let's be honest. Okay, let's see if it's just me navigating half the time, right? Obviously, it's a more direct path if you're flying on a dragon that's easily controlled versus driving in a car. As you can see, there's no such thing as a straight path in a car, so it might be a little more difficult navigating your way to your plot. You have to take roads. You know, that would be a real cool thing. You know, mod teams, throw that suggestion out there to them. GPS waypoints, like on the little mini map up top there. GPS directions, kind of like how in Grand Theft Auto you select a waypoint and it kind of gives you the directions to it. Nope, I'm at a 4-way. Let's check where I am, so I don't run over it again. I need to turn right. I need to turn right? Is this right? Heh. Nope, that was not right. Okay, well, let me check. I knew I was looking the wrong direction. Alright. Yeah, most people should be holding on to their dragons at this point in the game. There's not so many for sale anymore. Floor price has dropped a little bit, but I feel like a handful of people have gotten really, really reckless, and because they got so comfortable with TCG that they became reckless and got into other communities that caused them to lose their wallets, and therefore... Oh, my plot's right over here. Turn right. It's right off the road. Oh, this is a sweet plot. Right off the road. We'll just park it there. I think this is my plot right here. Boop. Boop. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one because it's very hilly. Yay, I found my plot. Did anybody see how long that took? I didn't keep track of the time, but it wasn't that bad, okay? I know I said it was going to be a miserable drive. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. I'm exaggerating. Um, yeah, I was over in this area. Took me like maybe 3 minutes of struggling to get over here, but not that bad. All right. I like to throw a little bit of foundation down just to make it flat. I'm sure others are a lot better at this than me. Here's the thing: is like I can move my mouse and that's it, and that's the only thing that kind of adjusts everything. I wish I could have a vertical movement somehow, go up, but I really can't. Maybe if I throw a support beam down or something. I just there isn't that up. Like the only way you can look up is up, but then it goes brings it all the way out to that terrain all the way out there. Um, so I guess we'll just throw a flatbed right here. Cool. This is my silver plot. We currently can only place one of these large blocks on. We can't overlap it and stretch it all the way out. So we are limited a little bit to just one block of building block currently. I know they're working on this, so it's not perfect. But actually, I have no idea where my walls are. Boop. Let's just do a glass house. I can't see. Let's start with the back wall then. Crooked. Crooked. Why is this crooked? Is my plot crooked? Am I crooked? I think I'm crooked. We'll put the walls in first, and I'll readjust my foundation block on there because I clearly put that on book grid. So destruction. Select. Right click goes back. I mean the controls itself aren't that bad. It's just me. Maybe it is just me. Oh, now I got levitating stuff. Come on, get up. This is why it took me so long to build my place the other day, because it's just that those little minute movements that makes it so hard to get. I can't seem to. Okay, let's just skip the foundation block and then see if I can just throw a floor down. Come on. It won't go down one more, but it'll go up. Okay, so that's fine. I got floating walls a little bit. Currently we are still using floors as ceilings. It's okay. Ceilings aren't important anyways. Who needs a ceiling when it's all glass, right? You can see through it. Um, I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. I apologize. Yeah, I have the memory of a squirrel. Or a goldfish. Or, that's gonna bother me. All my walls are off by a little bit. See that? Get rid of that wall, get rid of that wall. Get rid of the ceiling. Slap the walls back on. Rotate it with the mouse cursor scroll thing. Yeah, it's a little bit dizzying if you just don't know what you're looking at, and I apologize. Alright, come on. Over, up, over, over. That's right on. Perfect. Cool beans. So now we decorate the interior of our cozy tiny house. I like to call this a tiny house. Um, let's start with some chairs. What are some stylish chairs? Um, way too big. And my TV's backwards. My bad. There we go. Front facing TV. So, you can actually see it. Hmm. Sofas are too big. I don't really have room for that. Let's throw in everybody's favorite random grand pianos everywhere. There's one. I like putting the guitar next to it too. It just makes visual sense. Boom. Yeah, so this is where all the stairs and some of the weird ceilings are, and I can't. I can't. Oh, I love this thing. This rug is my favorite. Look at it. It's the fuzzy rug. Cozy. Cozy little home. I wonder if I can put another wall up that way. I didn't. Oh, I can build up another level. Ah. I never really tested the height of the silver plot. I guess you can build up a little bit higher than just one block. This is 2 blocks. Um, I guess that's the limit. I can't look up any further. The plot, the block it's very limited. Let me see if I can go to the corner of the. Oh, wait, hang on. I lied. Let me go to the corner to the lot here and see how far I can look up. This is a silver plot, by the way. Come on. That there is. Oh, we just missed the click. There we go. That there is 3 blocks high. So we're not that bad. Once they can get the stair mechanics well done in there, this would this would work out real well. Even us, if you can't build out, you can always build up. That's what the majorities of big cities do already, right? They can't build out, so they build up. Wow. So looks like I can build up all the way up 3 blocks. Um, I'm not even gonna try to fidget with the stairs, and if you get the chance to, you might know why. It's really fidgety. Maybe it's me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I can 3. It's so touchy. All right. I can look up so high now. Look at this. Not gonna lie to you, I submitted this suggestion to the devs, the mods, or the studio. I don't know what to properly call them, but um, I suggested it to them just the other day. I said, hey, I'm having trouble building because I can't look up that high. And look at this. I pretty much can look up all 3 blocks now in this one tiny little plot. The other day I was having trouble looking all the way up just on my normal gold plot. Oh, come on. I need you to go higher. Can I put a roof on here or no? The jumping didn't help. I'm hitting jump right now. Maybe. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, it won't let me. This might be the structural limit right here, because it'll let me go up to here, but not here. So maybe right there. Maybe they just, oh, geez, I put a wall there. Maybe they just let that slide because the wall is just that tall and they can't do anything about it. But the structural limit looks like it's right about where that roof I placed is. So about 2.5 stories. That's not bad. That's not bad for a silver plot. I mean, you can only build the one box out so far. Second box won't fit, but you can go up. Look at how far up you can go. I mean, this is the zoom. There we go. That's nice. You can see over the trees. If you have neighbors, you can see over them, like those 3 plots over there. And if hypothetically you're thinking on a business standpoint, my plot is right off the street. If you can just, be a little tall like this, they can see you a little bit better. That's nice. That's pretty good. Here, I'll show you the stairs that really pisses me off. I can't get them. If somebody knows how to get these stairs in the proper place and position, I can't position them right. And why am I placing a stair outside of my house and it's green? Like, am I supposed to go out of my house to get to the second floor? I don't know. Now it's got a floating stair. Yeah, placing the stairs is the worst. The worst. I just can't. Look, believe me, it's not me. It's just this is how it moves. And if you go like this to bring it up, it's all the way out to the edge of my. You see how it's in the middle of the wall? I just can't seem to figure out. I don't have a suggestion for them other than, hey, this doesn't work. Normally, I don't make complaints without making a suggestion on how to fix. But I'm. This isn't my expertise, or even close. I'm not good with computer stuff, but this right here would be hypothetically, oh boy, you know, putting a stair to the second floor there, but it gets cut off as well. Like it's just goes to the second floor, but it's like levitating. I just maybe I'm just not doing it right. Maybe I am just not doing it right. Hang on. Nope. Yeah, it takes a long time to fidget around with this. The stairs piss me off. I keep trying it too, like somehow I'm just gonna get it. But here's the problem with placing that stair. Look at it. Goes through my entire plot, and hypothetically, I can't turn. You need to place the stair like slightly short, but to the second floor in order to get to the second floor. I mean, it's it's a it's great idea. We definitely need stairs, but it's not working. And these are like little stairs to get onto your plot that I can never place right either, because that's just me. Didn't really need it there, did I? But it's there. All right, that was just a quick little thing. Really nice to discover today. How high up the silver plots go. Look at that. 2.5 stories high. That's quite an achievement for a silver plot, right? Now, where did I park my car? Over there. Two stories high on a silver plot. That's pretty good. Let's see how high the gold plot. I did get 2 in on my last build, right? For my gold plot. But I think we can push it to 3 or more, because I know the gold plots can go even higher than that. Only problem is, man, I gotta find a gold plot. Is this gold east? Okay. Alright, Roy wants me to place a marker. I dislike this marker. I know how to place it. You click the scroll bar. My only gripe about it is it's permanently there and I can't get rid of it afterwards. So we are gonna drive still. Like I said, I'm trying really hard not to use Dragon today, because I really want to show people what it's like to just be able to just drive around. For those who don't have or cannot afford 8 Dragon NFTs to fly in the Dragon. It's such a tease, right? I know they give everyone access to the Dragon in Alpha, right? But it's just not gonna happen. Not everyone in this world is gonna have a flying dragon. It's just the reality of it. There's only 10,000 TCG dragons. You do the math out, at the very most. 8 dragons, at the very most, 10,000, you'd have maybe a little over 1,000 dragons, flying dragons, at the most, if everybody just has the 8 and not more. But we know, for a fact, that certain wallet holders have more than 8 dragons in their wallet. So they are already locking them down on us, right? So there isn't going to be 8, there's not going to be 1,000 dragons flying around in this world. Oh, how convenient. Let's just capture this guy real quick. This little hubba bubba guy. Cutie. I missed? There we go. What? Oh, I can't get, the sound is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Why did they do that? So yeah, gonna try to drive around a little bit more, try to get used to more of the driving. I think it just makes more sense for most of us, right, to be driving. I mean, I used to have, I don't know if any of you guys play Grand Theft Auto, and they, online, and they introduced the oppressor, that flying little jet car thing. The flying jet car oppressor thing is essentially kind of like a dragon, where it costs a lot of money. I think it cost 2.3 million in Grand Theft Auto money to get. And so not everybody could afford it. I mean, I did buy one, but it's convenient because you can just fly straight across all terrain up high, and it gives you quite an advantage over people, especially on missions. It gives you such a crazy advantage to do these missions being from up top. But majority of the time, to be honest, especially in Grand Theft Auto, I thoroughly enjoy. Now my car's just bouncing. thoroughly enjoy just driving. It's the whole point of virtual reality is the how close it feels to reality. And I don't know the last time I saw a flying dragon in real life. Alright, I need to turn left and it should be right there. Cool. That was pretty close. Which one of these is my gold farm? This one? That one? Ah, those little bulbs of cacti. Super invincible. It's not mine. If it says B to visit marketplace, it's clearly not mine. It should just be G to build plot. Maybe it's this one over here. Wish they would have the stamina bar so I know how much I have. There we go, my plot. Alright, this is just my gold farm. I believe it's a farm actually. Here's the size of it. There's a nice little silver plot right next to it, which is what I was building on earlier. So on this one, I've already done it before, but I believe you can put 9. Oh, it won't let me hit G. 1 second. 9 blocks on there. Let's change it up. Let's go to the far edge here. Let me see how far. Close up. Make sure I get all the way to the edge. See how many blocks I can fit on this one. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, definitely just those 3. 1 more. That's 4. Oh boy. Oh boy. 5. 6. Pretty sure I can fit 9, but the terrain isn't that even, so that's half the problem. Maybe I should have started from over here, right? I'm an amateur builder, guys. Don't yell at me. Alright, let's start from the top here so that I can make it a little more even. Destruction? I don't know. Maybe if I do it right, I might be able to fit more. I haven't truly done this right. Standing on the spot. Oop, I'm in the way. I can't see. Can't see. There we go. Ah. Hang on. I know this problem. Boop. Jump up on here. Whoa, this one's 9, okay? So in my other YouTube video, I only did 6 boxes. This is 9. Now my favorite thing to do is to see how high up we can get this. Let's use this so it's a little bit easier to see. Start with 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in my other plot we were able to get 3, right? So not shocking that we can make it up to 3. Now let's see if I can add more to the floor. Come on. Minute details, right? There's 4. That is 4 so far. Whew. Let's see how far up I can look. Let's see if I can get 5 on there. No way. Okay. I can. There's 5. This is a gold plot. We can do 5. Alright. Looks like that's it. Five tops. But I'm gonna finish out this build and then take a step back so you guys can all understand exactly how tall 5 5 stories might actually be. So there's this has taken up a lot of concentration. Boom. 5. Good grief, that looks really tall just from standing next to it. But this is nice. All right. I like glass. I like being able to see through things, right? I don't know. I'm not good with building this. This is the best I can do, but we'll just do glass from here on out just because I like to be able to see through it all. Gives it more of a natural lighting look. Oh, that's the wrong one. Glass. Keep hitting the wrong one. Huh. Maybe it won't let me select a different wall now. Oh well, this is fine. We're fine. Give me a hot second to put up the rest of these walls. Also, I don't know if you guys pay attention, but at the bottom there it says pieces counted. Count pieces is every plot has a little bit of a limit on amount of items you can put on. So each one of these walls I'm putting on is one item. Everything you put on here is going to count as one building block. You may or may not have noticed, I think, don't quote me on this again, just look back on my video if you could, but I'm pretty sure the silver plots building blocks is limited to 50. Gold plot, as you can see there, is at 300. So that's nearly 6 times the capacity. Wow, this gold plot itself is massive. Hey, by the way, if you guys didn't already know, the secondary marketplace on TCG World is already open. So you can snag up some really cheap gold plots right now. Right? I mean, like, dirt cheap. I mean, I saw somebody post a gold farm, which, by the way, are sold out. A gold farm for 0.6 BNB right now. It wasn't even that price during pre-sale, guys. I mean, pre-sale was 1 BNB. They're selling it for cheaper than 1 BNB. Um, the secondary marketplace for plot sales right now is up on TCG.world. It's live. They might. Um, I mean, if you guys are gonna scan for marketplace for cheap things, now would be the time when everyone that uh, don't know what they're doing or can't afford to keep continuing on with this investment, then they are just leaving the cheapest plots possible on there. It's a great investment idea. It's a great time to get in if you haven't already, or if you're just looking for more plots or bigger plots because you started in on silver presale. That would be the time to get yourself some larger plots for not large prices. Alright, I'll just do the 3 sides for now. And then start trying to see where I can put the roof. missed that one, didn't I? Hang on. It's slightly off. I know you can't tell, but I can. And it bothers me greatly. Ah, there we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 up. So let's go with floors for the ceiling. Let's do this. White. Oh, that's still clicking walls. Hang on. Out quick. In quick. G. Let's go with floors. There we go. Alright, so although you can place 5, it doesn't appear to go up that high currently. Oh, there it is. 4. Well, it's a little bit higher than 4, but 4. Alright, so we placed 5 blocks of walls. Here's 1, 2, 3, and so it reaches the actual floor height, roof height. Top height is actually 4. There we go. I might have slightly sunk those down lower than the other ones, didn't I? Yes, I did. It's a learning curve. This is a learning curve. Apologize. This is... I'm not that great. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, let's just start on this side. Oh, I have a wall in the middle of there. Oops. We'll get rid of it. I'll delete it in a second here. The rest of what I can get. Alright, let's get rid of that floater. Get rid of that wall. Alright, take 3. There we go. Alright. We're gonna try because this one is a little bit bigger. We're gonna see having a little bit of builder issues right now. Won't let me select a different part. I'm gonna jump out, jump back in real quick. Others. Stairs. Oh geez, what is it doing with the stairs right now? That's not a stair. What about this one? Also not a stair. Alright, let's just real quick take a look at the size of this. Not quite finished. I know. Was running into some issues, but this is the gold plot. There's 9 building blocks, and upwards is about 4. That's where the roof stops at. But you can throw 5 blocks of stairwell in there. Well, oh yeah, maybe it's 4.5. I did add the foundation below it. That might have caused a little bit of given it a little extra height. It's gonna bother me because I see that sprite in the background when I'm building that I'm not getting. You don't say no to sprites. Where is it? I saw it. It's over this way. Whoa! My plot disappeared. If you head in the right direction, usually they'll pop back up somewhere. Oh. Weird. Alright. Apparently I lost it. Back to my plot. See, the builder's not glitching out anymore here. God, imagine having this. Oh, there's my Hello, plot. Hello, plot. Alright, let's go back in, see if the builder's working again. Doop. G for other and stare. Ah, jeez, no, it's still not working. Alright, let's see if I can finish this. Oh, I accidentally stepped out of my plot. Yeah, that's the problem, is when you step out of your plot, you can't build anymore, so it's not really letting me select it either. Let me see if I can close this gap at least. Oh, jeez. Well, on the bright side, they did listen to me when I said I need to be able to look up higher to build higher up on my plot, and so I am able to look up a lot higher now. However, now I'm just running into issues with the builder. But take a look at this height. Whoops. That's 5 building blocks. Up 9, and overall, this is how it sits in the gold plot. You can kind of just see the edges of the green. Just a little bit there, me pushing it real hard, trying to get it to the edge and see how much I can fit into there. Um, Sadly, I just can't finish this build just because I'm just running into little glitches in the builder, because won't let me select anything other than the floor right now. So, oh, what is that? You guys hear that? See that? Is it bubbly sounds? Well, that was really cool to see. I mean, with the amount of time that I've spent in TCG World, there's still a lot of things that I'm learning. It's really nice. Hey, Artie. It's really nice to see others coming together. You know, Roy, John. We're all trying to share our tribal knowledge with each other. Tribal knowledge is things that you just learn by word of mouth rather than something you can just find in a textbook or whatnot. So these are one of those things where you really don't know about until you go in there and do, you know, with all of what they build, how many of them, have they tried to figure out, I think John and possibly Roy might have bigger plots than me, but I sadly can only show you guys what I can do on a gold and silver plot because that's all that I have. But that in itself is impressive. I'm still impressed with the silver plot. Silver plots are, still widely available right now. And the best thing about them is that you can choose the location of those silver plots for the most part. The very few on the edge of the river, a certain somebody's already bought them all up, but there are locations that are absolutely still completely gorgeous. I know I just realized I didn't teleport anywhere today. But let's go to Asia real quick, because I can honestly say that there's still a lot of location available everywhere, but in Asia in particular, there's a there's a bunch of nice spots that look just absolutely gorgeous and amazing. That, oh, hang on, gonna set my marker again. It's over in this region. by festival. There's still a lot widely available over there, but the scenery in that area is just absolutely gorgeous. Back to my favorite car here. Right, now I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of the city. Lots of places, lots of plots that are still available and in good location. I mean, everyone's looking for something different. Not everyone here is looking for a place to open their business. That's the one thing that everyone needs to understand. We are not like Sandbox, where every single one of their 10,000 plots are just businesses. You walk into the metaverse and it's just like walking into a shopping mall full of businesses. Oh, there's the outside. You know, there's gonna be homes in a lot of these areas. As myself, I am not an entrepreneur. I don't have a business. I don't plan on building a business or putting a business in the metaverse. You know, oh jeez. I did pretty good there. Just let's be honest. With all those trees, I did pretty good just now. I don't like this whole area right here with the bamboo, the orange trees. These plots are widely still available, especially silvers, and you underestimate the value of silver because of the size. But in the future, in the location of it and just the availability of it will make a huge difference. You know, when Sandbox sold out of all their plots, the value of even their smallest one went up. I'm not doing a good job driving a straight line. That's my bad. What do I think about TCG so far? Alright, so as I was saying earlier, I started back in March, right? Very skeptical. This is my first project that I joined in, so to speak. And so I was very skeptical, just like everybody else in this crypto space, right? The general public, very skeptical. I mean, I wasn't afraid of crypto, but I was afraid of the project itself. I said, well, what's TCG got anything to do with monsters and all this stuff and metaverses? And what's catching Pokemon or monsters have anything to do with metaverse? But I bought into it because I said, I originally started in with just the one plot. I didn't get a lot, because again, and that's why I don't have a lot of gold plots to this day. Because when I first came in, it was gold plot pre-sale, and I was skeptical, and I didn't buy a lot because I was afraid to lose my money. I said, okay, like from what I've heard on the internet, right? It's what you hear on the internet, social media. It's like, okay, they're gonna take your money and run off with it. They're gonna take your money, promise you things, tell you it's coming soon, it's in the development process, it's coming soon, and it never comes. What do I think about TCG? Well, this is a product. Although it's alpha, and it's not perfect, I don't know, there's not a lot of people here who can say they've beta tested for big company games or alpha tested for big company games, but alpha is not perfect, and I know for a fact that right now, a large amount of people might actually be turned off by all the glitches that are going on right now, and the issues like my car's floating, look at this, it's floating, it's bouncing, you know, the graphics of the trees aren't loading until you're right next to it. It's alpha. And what a lot of people don't understand is how much it takes, how much time it takes to develop something. TCG started last May in 2021. That means that it's only been a little over a year, and yet they have a product to give me. They didn't just say it's coming soon, oh, we're running into this issue and not delivering. I think TCG has made a very large step in the right direction by keeping everything transparent. You know, we have back then when we had Alex, we had weekly updates. Weekly updates. It was a little bit much because, you know, like I said, everything takes time to develop. So some some things aren't going to be finished on a weekly basis. So you need to give him more time. Now we are on with PJ Crypto, and he gives us bi-weekly updates every 2 weeks. And we have a lot more news and excitement in that sense because more is getting done. Well, I drove to the end of the world. Um, TCG has so far exceeded my expectations. I was not expecting true alpha to ever be released from when I started because, again, I was skeptical and afraid for my money and my investment. And so I wasn't sure if I was going to even get a product or not. But a lot of people, and judging from the server that I'm seeing and the numbers, I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but I don't see a lot of people in alpha. I know not everyone's going to stream and post videos or post pictures of it every single time they play, right? Like I am. But, whoa, another one. Whoa, it's not there anymore. But a lot of people have not even tried alpha at this point, which is one of the main reasons why I am streaming right now. Because I had to go out and build this PC that I have. And I would honestly, at this point, consider my PC, in comparison to the rest of the world, this is a higher end PC in order to run alpha. Because alpha right now is not a finished product, it is not a perfect product. And it's taking a lot of computer to run this project. It takes a lot. I mean, just after my first stream originally with Roy, and I ran out the very next day and bought more RAM memory because I realized I needed more. And so I, you know, this is at this point a very high-end PC. How much does this cost? I can honestly tell you it costs me more than what I make in a month at my in real life job. It costs me more than an entire month's pay to build this PC. And not everybody can afford that. And that's why I really, really wanted to stream this. I know there are other streamers out there, but like I was saying the other night on the voice chat, there was only about 8 people there, but like I was saying on the voice chat, I want to give the investors, the plot owners, the people who should be in alpha right now, and everybody else as well, a view of alpha. This is the product that you've been promised all these months that you've been in, or weeks or days in with TCG. This is the product that we've all been waiting for. But of course, like I said, once it fully launches and they have everything optimized, it'd be a little more accessible to everyone. You won't need a high-end PC to run it, but right now, because, you know, big computer terms here, but they're all in individual chunks right now, it's taken up a lot of computations for this thing to run. And yes, like I said, it's alpha, it's glitchy, it's not perfect, but this is still a product. This is something of, it sounds weird, it's not tangible, I can't really touch it or grab it, but it's there. I have the software on my PC. I consider it tangible. I consider it a product that we, oh geez, it's running, that we were given. And it, you know, I fully understand, and I fully completely understand that not everyone's going to be able to try alpha right now because not everyone can afford to build or buy such a massive PC. And actually, if you have money right now, you should possibly, especially after knowing and seeing that alpha has been released and the next stage is full launch, you should possibly, if you have extra money, be spending it more on TCG. The price of the coin is really low right now, and the marketplace just opened up, so there are some nice steal deals of plots around as well. So I've already spent the money, alright? I've already spent the money on the PC. You can view alpha through me. If that's what you really want to do, is catch a piece of alpha, see what it is. But if you want your hands on it yourself, then feel free. Not not telling you how to spend your money, not giving you financial advice. But this is the free view of, oh well, I'm in the sky. This is a free view of alpha. This is what alpha is. This is supposed to be only for plot owners, but I am streaming this on a public channel on YouTube for everybody, anybody to see. That that's what I mean. You don't have to spend the money. You've got Roy, the sprite reporter. You've got John Dixon. You've got Crypto Rich Boy, and you've got, oh boy, he's gonna be mad because I forgot him. Augie, who are streaming. Those are the main names that I know of that are constantly streaming alpha for everybody. And so for me, there's just so much world to it, okay? You could stream for days, on hours on end, and you still can't see all of it, and we're still finding new things about it. You know, like today, just found out how high my silver plots and gold plots can go. I'm not even sure if those guys have gotten around to building, or what they've gotten to do on their builds just yet. So, you know, we're still discovering new things through different people. I watch their streams as well, even though I've got my own I can always do. Why? Because I like to see, and just like you guys, like to get different views. We cover different plots, places. You know, like I said, John's got bigger plots than me. I don't know about the other guys, but they've got bigger plots than me. I can show you still gold and silver, but those guys are the ones that'll probably have to show you, you know, platinums and diamonds if they have it. So, you know, this is why I'm streaming alpha, because I think everyone that has put any sort of money into it, this is specifically for you people. It's for those who have invested, because you need to see that this is the product that we've been given. Alright? But I put it in there as well, that yes, alpha is glitchy. Alpha is not the finished product. If this was the finished product, I would be angry that this is what we've been given. A glitchy product, you know? You ever seen games released out, and they fully launch and release it, and it's glitchy? You know what happens? Their revenue goes down, because people don't want to buy a glitchy product. There's a lot of people out there, usually it's also me. I'm usually one of those people. I wait until full launch. I wait until after full launch to buy a product, because I want to see people's reviews of it first. I want to see if it's got issues, if it's glitchy first. Because if it's going to have issues, if it's not going to run well, or if it's a poor product, I don't want to buy it. That's the general public. I was the general public. Except for this instance in TCG. I threw my trust into TCG. And obviously, there are benefits to getting in early. I can list it off a handful right now, and this is one of them. Alpha. Alpha is one of those benefits to getting in early. What benefits do I have from being an alpha? Lots. Lots of benefits of being in early. You get into alpha, what do you get from being an alpha? You see the product. You see the product. You see all these plots that haven't sold yet. You can see what's available. You can see and choose the plots now that you can buy. On top of that, you also get this. Get used to the mechanics. You know, the controls. How many of the people that invested are actual gamers that know how to use a mouse and keyboard, run around, move around, drive around? Not very many. You're gonna get into it and you're not gonna be able to control it. You're gonna get angry. So, I mean, you get to see everything ahead of time. Essentially, this is like the demo, almost. But with alpha, it's not a demo. Alpha, just like in games, is a way to help the developers figure out what's working, what's not, and fix it. So, in a sense, those who are in alpha are helping the finished product. You find the glitches, they fix it. You tell the studio what can improve, and they improve it. You are, in a sense, are not only investing in the product, but now you are also a part of helping finish the product. And realistically, that should be something you do if you invested into it, you know? You want the finished product. You want it to succeed. You should. So, I think it's great that we have alpha to try out before the public does. Because honestly, if you were a member of just the regular old public and you haven't bought into TCG yet, but you try alpha and you get all these glitches, you're gonna be turned off by it because you don't realize that this is alpha. The general public doesn't have that common sense. They're gonna expect the perfect product in alpha, and that's not what alpha is. I fully enjoy the glitches. Look at my last live stream that's 3 hours long. Just watch it towards the 3-hour mark when my brother joins in the stream. We haven't had that good of a laugh in ages. We had a blast. We had so much fun capturing sprites and running around the world together. And also, for anyone else that's in alpha, that right there is the best way, one of the best ways to catch sprites, is with 2 people. You know, so, besides using the dragon, but like I said, not everyone's gonna be able to afford a dragon. I swear I saw something spawn. That's why I head back. Oh, it's over there now. Not everyone's gonna be able to afford flying dragons. These flying dragons are available for us to test out right now in alpha, and I think it's a really, really big teaser. Oh, it's glitching, that's why. Oh, it's running. It's a real big teaser, but it's a real big push to sell the NFT. If you don't have 8, you're gonna once you try alpha, you're gonna want to try to collect 8, just because of how much simpler it is to fly around in a dragon versus driving. But again, I like driving. So if you want to know more about the benefits of driving and how to collect sprites easier, I'd watch that last video. You'll see exactly what I did with my brother and how we worked it out as a co-op to catch sprites. It was fast, easy, and nice. It was real sweet, real smooth. Until we started having issues, but of course, like I said, the issues and the glitches, it made it fun. It made it funny, and I had a good time. Ooh. I don't know where you guys are in the rest of the world, but it sounds like I have a thunderstorm outside of my window. You may or may not hear that, and I hope that our internet connection doesn't get cut short. Look, I'm floating. Look, I drive faster. Ah! I enjoy the glitches of this. Part of it's missing. You're floating in the sky. I don't have any issues with this. Because I know, as well as everyone else that's listening to me, this is not the finished product. but it's a product that is functioning. You're not a stick figure. And these aren't little boxes, you know? These aren't squares on the maps anymore. You know, like, they could really improve the breaking too. You're not boxes. Back when I joined in, none of these boxes and colors were here. They were all squares. Everything was a square. You have to understand that this is not a square anymore. You see this? It's not a square anymore. We're making advancements, developments, further along the way every day. So TCG World has gone a long ways. It really has. And all for the better, right? We're all looking forward to that one word. Those who have invested early, we're all looking forward to that one word, which is full launch. But I need everyone to understand. Again, not financial advice, not good at, you know, not gonna tell you what the future's gonna be like, but I'm gonna tell you right now to do not expect TCG World to just blow up the minute it fully launches. It will take possibly weeks, months, days, and maybe even years for it to gain the what it needs, the reputation that it needs to become a successful project. A lot of good things take time to develop, and TCG is one of them. You heard it from David during his last podcast with Frank Curzio that even after full launch, they are still going to continue to work on this product. Because just like games need updates and development because they need to work out some of the glitches. Right now, I don't know the exact number, but with the amount of people that we have in alpha, they might not be getting the amount of testing data that they need to fix and figure out all the glitches. So once it actually fully launches and everybody or more people start coming into the world, then they start getting more data, then they can start fixing more things. Whoa. Did I drive into north? Ah, volcano. Let's head back. It's a little undeveloped spot in the map still. And I'm not afraid to show that. Again, these are unedited live streams. There are spots on the map that are still not developed yet. You go from straight grass to just straight white, undeveloped areas, right? Because they're still working on it. But like I was saying, you know, once we fully launch and get more people in, there's going to be more data that they can collect and go through. And then they'll find more glitches, and then they'll fix them. So chances are, even though we fully launch by the end of the year or early next year, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to draw in millions and millions of people. Don't expect a flood of people. Don't expect TCG to moon. I'm trying to tell you this so that you don't get your hopes up and then get disappointed and then sell out. You gotta understand, that's not how these projects work. It takes time. Whee! Whee! Bouncy cars. Bouncy hot wheels. Yeah, unfortunately, one of my plots is in one of these undeveloped lands. The region still, it's just pure white. Not a big deal though. So yeah, I mean, if the best thing to do is to expect low things, and then when it goes higher, you can only be happy about it, you won't be disappointed about it. So keep your expectations low and hope for the best. That's usually how you're supposed to do it. So I'm expecting that once we do fully launch, that we might hit a high low, you know, where there's a slight influx of people coming in, you know, the full launch and release. But then afterwards, you might see a slight outflow of people because some people might not actually enjoy this. Some people don't know what this is about, and they might not understand the product that they're given and might leave. So just like now, we constantly have people going, I can't get into alpha, this sucks, bye. You know, or yeah, why isn't this sold out, or why can't I have access to this? When marketplace was probably the most annoying thing, I think, for the whole team, and even someone myself, because why would you need the marketplace before full launch except to dump your stuff? Because at the moment, prior to, well, at the previous moment prior to the marketplace launch, the only way you could sell your plot was through a TCG real estate agent. And that means they'd have to, you know, wait, find somebody, they can't just post it and sell it. So they kept asking for a marketplace, kept asking, when marketplace, when marketplace? So they could dump their product. So they can dump their plots. And that bothered me greatly because a lot of these people, I don't think they tried alpha. A lot of those names I don't see regularly on our weekly AMAs. Meaning these people that are completely clueless are leaving TCG. They don't know what TCG is. Or, yeah, I mean, I'm disregarding all the like casual like day traders, flippers, and whatnots. I'm saying for the people who are just leaving completely, they don't know what they're leaving because they never really knew what they were a part of. If you invested your money into something and you didn't check on the updates, you didn't try the product, what exactly did you invest in? Nothing. You would have been better off just putting your money into the bank and taking it back out. That's exactly what they did. Put their money in the bank, take it back out. So, this sounds harsh, but good riddance to those people, you know? Because when TCG does go to the moon, I don't think they deserved it because they don't really stick around for it. So bye, and hope to see you back in the future when it's a little too late. I don't, you know, I just don't have the patience like some of our moderators in chat does, with their kind responses of, the team is working on the marketplace right now. They're expecting to release soon. No, I just super annoyed with that. Very thankful that they did work on the marketplace and release it, but kind of sad that because so many people were asked for it, that's what they've focused on, rather than other things that they could or should have been focusing on. But let's just get it out of the way. Then we're gonna do it eventually. Just get it out of the way, then focus back on to what we're supposed to be focusing on, which is finishing alpha. We've got now until the end of the year, and it's already, oh my goodness, it's already November. Is it going to be at the end of the year, or is it going to be early next year? I'm not sure. I don't have a date, they don't have a date, we don't have a date. But what we were told is hopefully end of year. So it can't be too far off of that. So far with what I've seen with TCG, you know, they don't set a date until they know when. Exactly. So when full launch, I couldn't give you an answer. And neither can anyone on the team, because until they know when they have a hard date, then they'll let us know. I'm expecting around Christmas, but that's just hopeful thinking, wishful thinking, I guess. But the realistic side of me wants them to not rush things, take a little more time with developing this, so that I know it won't be perfect still, but I want them to be able to work out as much of the glitches and issues as possible. I just want them to spend more time with it. Have we made further developments in the last couple updates? Absolutely. I've seen these. I've played it since the first alpha update, and now we are on 3.4.8. We're gonna have many more updates before launch as well, so we are slowly making progress towards launch. I just don't want it to be rushed, so that when that actually does full launch, you don't launch a product that's not ready for public. Because, like I said, public will get annoyed if they start off, see glitchy products like this, your car's floating around like this. They're not gonna like it. And they're gonna laugh at it, and they're not gonna recommend it to their families and friends to invest, or they're not even gonna talk about it. They're just gonna delete it and forget about it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But we're still moving. I'm starting to lag a little bit. And wow, look at that. Currently midnight on my side of things. I think I've done a fair amount. Made a little bit of progress tonight. Check my inventory real quick here. But thank you all for joining in my stream. And I think I'm going to call it a night on the TCG stream. However, I will be starting right back up into one of my favorite games of all time. So just stick around if you're looking for a game stream. If not, have a good night, TCG. Don't forget, to the moon we will go. So, blaze out.
Mic off.